Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we try to make sense of all the latest in internet marketing news. And it's brought to you by the Living by Discovery Library. Our goal really is simple. Cut through all that noise. Pull out the key insights, those aha moments from recent updates so you can get informed quickly without feeling totally buried. And today, wow, we've got some big shifts to talk about. We're looking at huge changes in search, in ads.
Absolutely.
It's really surprising success stories and maybe a few warnings about AI, too. It's quite a mix.
Definitely a lot to unpack there.
Okay, so let's dive right into the first big one, search. Specifically, Google and AI. There's this huge question hanging out there. Is Google actually about to, break the web as we know it?
That's the narrative you hear, isn't it? The online apocalypse.
Exactly. Their new AI tool promises amazing things for search, but yeah, the critics are sounding the alarm. For years, it's been this unspoken pact, right? Websites make content, Google sends traffic, and that traffic, something like 68% of all internet journeys start with search, and 90% of that is Google. It's everything.
It's the lifeblood, for sure.
But now, this new AI, it's going to answer questions right on the search page. So potentially fewer clicks going out to actual websites.
Which means less revenue for creators, maybe fewer jobs.
Yeah, and maybe less reason to make great content if no one clicks through. It feels like this fork in the road.
Yeah.
End of the open web or, I don't know, a better, more efficient way. Is apocalypse fair, though, or just evolution?
Well, apocalypse is strong, but the impact is undeniable. It forces creators to fundamentally rethink things, how they provide value, how they capture it. What's really interesting, though, is how this is pushing people towards privacy-first search engines. DuckDuckGo, Brave, KagiU.com.
Right, I've been hearing more about those.
They're gaining real ground, offering AI search results, but without all the tracking users are getting tired of.
So relevance without the surveillance.
Exactly. Kagi lets you control your sources. U.com lets you customize the interface. It's all about no ads, no creepy tracking, just clean search.
And people actually want this.
Oh, yeah. Over 85% of users are saying they want stricter data protection. It's not niche anymore. So for you, the marketer listening, the old tricks, cookies, hyper-targeting, just stuffing keywords everywhere.
Yeah.
They're not going to be enough. You've got to focus on first-party data you collect yourself. Build a strong brand people seek out. Use direct channels like newsletters, podcasts. Get people coming straight to you.
Okay, that makes sense. And speaking of finding content, this next thing, Google Lens on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
That sounds really interesting for anyone doing visual stuff.
It really is.
So you can pause a short, tap on something on screen, an object, text, a place, and just search for it right there.
Turns passive scrolling into active discovery. See a product you like, curious about a location, want that quote. Boom. Instant info without leaving the feed.
Wow. So for marketers, every single frame, every visual element, it's suddenly searchable. You have to optimize everything visually now?
Pretty much every detail matters.
Okay, so the way people find information is clearly changing. Fast. Which brings us to ads. How should you adapt your ad strategy with AI getting so involved?
Yeah, let's pivot there. AI in the ad world is making some really bold plays.
Like Meta, right? They're betting big on AI-generated ads. I read they want to fully automate ad creation, copy, creative, targeting, the whole shebang by 2026 across Facebook, Instagram, even WhatsApp.
It's a massive undertaking. The idea is AI tailors everything in real time.
Sounds super efficient, especially maybe for smaller businesses.
Definitely lowers the barrier. But are we ready to just hand the reins over to an algorithm completely? What about the brand voice, the human touch?
Good question. There are risks.
For sure. And TikTok's doing similar things with AI ads, too. It's clearly where the industry is heading. The bottom line is you'll need to get good with AI tools and automation in paid media.
But maybe with human oversight.
Crucial. Absolutely crucial human oversight.
Okay. And sticking with Meta, they're putting ads in WhatsApp now. In the Updates tab, that feels like a huge shift for WhatsApp. 3 billion users.
It is a major pivot. They say privacy is safe, no ads in encrypted chats. But activists are worried, especially in Europe with regulations.
Yeah, you can see why.
And this actually brings up a really important point about AI and privacy, something marketers need a heads up on. With Meta AI, there's a concern that users might be sharing their prompts, their questions publicly without realizing it.
Wait, publicly? How?
Through a Discover feed on Meta's platform. Meta says chats are private by default and they warn you before you publish. But it seems some people click through without understanding their query could become public, sometimes even linked back to their social profile.
Oh, not good.
It's critical for marketers. Anything you're testing with these tools, ad copy ideas, strategy questions, maybe even client stuff could potentially leak out.
So you need to be super careful what you put in there.
Exactly. And it hammers home the need for transparency and clear consent if you're using AI with customer data. Trust is everything.
Definitely. And speaking of AI hype versus reality, you won't believe this next story. Builder.ai, Microsoft-backed startup, valued at like $1.5 billion.
I heard about this. It imploded, right?
Completely. Turns out their amazing AI was, well, it was 700 human engineers in India pretending to be AI.
No way. Seriously?
Seriously. Customers thought they were using this super smart AI called Natasha to build apps without code. Like ordering a pizza, they said.
So Natasha wasn't AI.
Natasha was hundreds of engineers manually coding everything behind the scenes. Basically a massive Wizard of Oz situation, humans pretending to be bots.
That's unbelievable at that scale.
Right. It really makes you question the AI label sometimes. What's real, what's just smoke and mirrors.
It absolutely does. A stark reminder to do your homework right. Dig deep before you trust any AI claims, whether you're a marketer or just a user. Foundational trust is key.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Strategy time. Brand versus performance. Is it one or the other, or maybe both?
The classic debate. But the data is increasingly saying it's both. They work together.
Yeah, I saw this tracksuit in TikTok study the awareness advantage one. It said high brand awareness can actually triple conversion rates.
That's huge.
Right. It's not always about direct clicks from awareness ads, but the conversions definitely follow. Like a brand with 40% awareness converts 43% more efficiently than one at 30%. Hit 50% awareness, and it jumps again.
So separating brand and performance teams, that's leaving money on the table.
Exactly. It needs to be integrated. Brand warms people up, performance closes the deal. Two sides of one coin.
And building on that, it's fascinating to see which platforms perform best at different stages. Metrical's social ad study had some eye-opening comparisons.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, it showed TikTok is absolutely crushing Meta for mid-funnel conversions. Think website visits from traffic campaigns. TikTok converts almost 75% of those.
75%? Wow. Compared to Meta.
Meta was under 20%. So Meta might still be strong for initial awareness, but TikTok seems to be the king of getting people to actually click through mid-funnel.
Okay, that's a big difference.
And here's the kicker for your budget. TikTok's cost per click, 1 cent. Meta's, 5 cents. Even with similar cost per impression.
1 cent versus 5, that's an 80% cost advantage.
Exactly. It means you can test more, scale faster, compete better, even with less money. For anyone focused on ROI, that's a serious wake-up call about where to put your dollars. TikTok's algorithm can really amplify things.
Makes you think. Which leads to another critical point, owning your audience. In this crazy world of changing algorithms, how much control do you really have if you're just building on someone else's platform?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Look at Substack putting $20 million into a creator fund. That feels like a huge signal, right? Own your audience, own your income, own your platform. It's becoming essential.
Because creators are tired of the volatility.
Totally. TikTok faces regulation battles. Instagram messes with the algorithm.
Yeah.
X. Building on rented land is risky.
Substack's model offers stability because writers own their email lists, their subscriber revenue. Control.
So the takeaway for marketers is pretty clear. Platforms can change overnight and wreck your reach. Investing in your own space, your own domain, your email list, that's future-proofing.
It's not just vanity, it's control. It's building real relationships without an algorithm getting in the way.
Absolutely. Your own rules.
And speaking of reaching audiences in new ways, even YouTube is mixing things up. They're now showing community posts right in the Shorts feed.
Oh, interesting. So not just videos in the Shorts feed.
Nope. Text posts, polls, updates, they appear seamlessly alongside the Shorts. Lets creators engage the audience mid-scroll without needing a whole new video. Great for quick updates, teasers, reinforcing the brand voice.
Smart. Leveraging that existing feed attention differently.
Exactly. Diversifying the touch points.
Okay, now for something really inspiring. Proof you don't always need a massive ad budget. Have you heard about Soulfully and this 17-year-old kid?
The croc accessories. Tell me more.
Yeah. Michael Satterley. Started with one 3D printer in his bedroom, making these quirky clip-on accessories for Crocs, like little snowplows, headlights. stuff like that.
That's amazing.
Got the idea on high school class, but then a TikTok video just blew up. Orders went crazy, house filled with printers. Now he's got a warehouse, 50 printers running.
Wow. And how's the business doing?
Pulled in $250,000 last year, aiming for $300,000 this year. And get this, $0 spent on advertising.
Seriously. All organic.
All organic viral growth from TikTok. Just pure ingenuity and understanding the platform. An incredible story.
That really shows what's possible. Creativity over cash sometimes.
Totally.
Yeah.
And on a lighter note, sometimes the internet just gets weird, right? Threads had this funny glitch recently.
What happened?
People's feeds just started showing the same post over and over and over, like a literal echo chamber. One that went viral was, Siri, unsubscribe me from 2025.
Huh. I can see why that one caught on.
Right. Pretty relatable for some, I guess. Meta's comms director just kind of went, whoops, online, and so they fixed it. Harmless, but,
A good reminder these platforms are complex, constantly changing beasts.
Exactly. Always something happening. And that just about wraps up this deep dive. We've covered a ton. AI completely changing search and ads, the whole brand plus performance idea, and why owning your audience is so crucial now.
It's a lot, but hopefully useful.
Yeah, we really hope you feel more clued in, maybe a little less overwhelmed, and just more ready to handle whatever comes next in internet marketing.
So thinking about all these huge shifts we discussed, AI, ads, audience ownership, here's something to ponder. What's the one core marketing principle you believe will always stay true no matter how much the tech changes?
Good question to leave folks with. Thank you for joining us on the Deep Dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep discovering.